Hi guys, my name is Noemi and happy International Yoga Day. Today we'll be doing a beginner strength flow for you guys who've never done yoga before and totally want to try it. So we're going to start in tabletop, coming down to the ground. So for tabletop, place your hands right underneath your shoulders and then take a quick look at your knees. Place them right underneath your hips. We're just going to warm up the wrists just because a lot of the yoga push-ups tend to be wrist heavy. So from here, tabletop position, shift your shoulders past your wrists, keep your palms on the ground. You're going to shift your shoulders over to the right, come right back down, and then take your shoulders over to the left. We'll do that one more time. Forward as much as you can. Keep the elbows straight, over to the right, come back, and then take it over to the left. And then we're going to do two more in the other direction. Come right back to center and flip your palms so that your fingertips face your knees. Just going to take a couple rocks in both directions. Good, and then flip your palms right back to center. Tuck your toes under, and then lift your hips up for downward facing dog. So look like an upside down V shape. Your hips are the highest point of this pose. And then take a quick look at your hands. Press your index finger knuckle, your middle finger knuckle, and your thumb knuckle down on the ground. And then look back at your feet. Press your heels down on the ground. Right? If your back is starting to round, you can always bend your knees to create more length in your spine, and it's super easy. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through the nose. Look at the top of your mat. You're going to walk both of your feet to the top of your mat. Press both of your feet together and place your hands on your shins. You're going to lengthen your spine forward, and this is a halfway lift. So notice how there's a straight line from the crown of my head, my bun is, and then my tailbone right back here. If it's super tough for you to do that, if you're rounding your spine, bend your knees as well. Push your hands into your shins and straighten your elbows. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Touch your toes. Roll all the way up to standing. Take your time, let your head come last, and then reach your arms above your head. Look up at the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Touch your toes one more time. Step your left foot back behind you and drop your left knee on the ground. Right? You might have to scoot your left knee back a little bit. You want a 90-degree angle in your right knee. Right? From here, once you have your balance, place your hands on top of your knees and then start to arch your spine. Look up at the ceiling. Open your throat up towards the ceiling. Look behind you maybe. And then place your hands down, framing your right foot. And then stretch your right leg long for half split. Drop your head. One more time, bend your right knee. Place your hands on top of your right knee and arch your spine. Open up your chest. And then place your hands back down on the ground. Stretch your right leg for half split. Bend your right knee. Tuck your left toes under. And then step your left foot forward. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Step your right foot back, drop your right knee down. Right? Adjust to make sure that your left knee is at 90 degrees. And if this is a lot for your right knee or your bottom knee, you can always put a little cushion down on the ground just to support that knee. Place both hands on top of your left knee. And then start to arch your spine, look up, breathe in. And then breathe out. Place your hands on the ground, framing your left foot. Stretch your left leg long, drop your head. One more time, bend your left knee, place your hands on top of your knee, open up your chest. And then place your hands back down, stretch your left leg for half split. Good. Swing your left leg back so you're into tabletop. Right? And then walk your knees back. We're going to be in a modified plank. So there's a straight line between my knees and my head. My hands are underneath my shoulders with the fingers pointing forward. right? We're gonna do a modified sun salutation. So shift your shoulders past your wrist creases on your knees, hug the elbows close into your body, and then lower down just halfway so that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Good. And then from here, cobra pose, right? So you're arching the spine. Your hand should be at your lowest rib cage, and press the feet together, tops of the feet down on the ground. From here, tuck your toes under. Through bent knees, push yourself back. You're gonna lift up into downward facing dog. Right, down dog at first might be a lot on your shoulders. I know it was a lot for me when I first started, right? So if you need to always come down to the ground and take a quick child's pose just to rest, it looks like this. You can always do that. Don't feel like you have to be a hero. Take one more breath in. Breathe all of your air out. Look forward. Step both of your feet to the top of your mat and touch your toes. Drop your head. Stand all the way up. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe all the way out and touch your toes. Breathe in, halfway lift. So we started off with this pose, the hands on the shins, flatten your back. Good. From here, step back into a high plank or the modified plank. Right, in your high plank, you'll have a straight line from your head to your toes. From here, shift your shoulders past your wrists. This is why we warmed up those wrist creases. If your hips went down or they're a little bit too high, bring them right back to center. From here, lower down with the elbows close to the body. This is chaturanga. From here, you can go into cobra or upward facing dog, the thighs off the ground. You're lengthening the spine. You're looking up, smiling maybe, shaking a little, and then push your hips back to downward facing dog. Take one more breath in. Breathe all the way out. Roll back forward to your high plank. Right, we're gonna build up to a peak pose, crow pose, but we're gonna warm up to it first. Pull your left knee towards your left elbow, and then your right knee towards the right elbow. Right, do that one more time on each side. Good, and then come right back down to the ground. Take a second to regroup. I'm gonna show you guys how to do crow pose, right? So with crow pose, your hands are about shoulder width distance, and you'll come into this little squat position. You're gonna round your spine as much as you can. Pull your knees as high as you can into your armpits, right? Now, start to lift your hips up and start to shift your shoulders past your wrist creases. So notice how my shoulders past my wrist creases. Just the laws of physics will allow me to float if my shoulders are past, right? And then from there, you can start to lift one foot off the ground. You come back. You do the other one. You come back. And if you got it, you can just lift both of your feet off the ground, right? Make sure you're squeezing. Oh, I'm a little tired. Let's try that again, right? You squeeze your knees together. Good. You squeeze your feet together. You keep pushing the floor away. You come back down. You try it again. One off. You come back. You try the other one. You come back. And it's all good until you get strong. So thank you guys so much for flowing with me. My name is Noemi again. If you want to find me on Instagram at MEV Yoga. And if for more yoga, you can go to health.com. Thank you so much.